Chloe and Halle showed the girls what they need to be doing, and girl, I loved it. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. BET! As soon as that paperwork's done, I'm touching everything. Come on, Cash Doll. BET 2020 Awards. Girl, let's talk about it. There were some things that I loved, and some things that I was like, chop! Like Naomi Campbell's part. But we got Amanda hosting. Amanda Seals is hosting BET Awards. I was one of those folks like, I think she's going to be good considering, you know, she talks about a lot of stuff, but she also be sticking her foot in her mouth, talking about some stuff, talking about black folks need to stop spending money on Jordans, and they need to be spending money on trips and traveling. Girl, she done said some stuff, a couple of things, and folks like, girl, why would y'all get her the host? I don't think that Amanda did that bad, but there were some very, very cringy moments, and we're gonna get into it, so let's do that. I'm doing all that I can. So we get the intro, which is the 12-year-old Keedron who had the viral video of him singing. Voice is beautiful. I'm gonna be honest, the BET Awards gave me Black Excellence Funeral. It gave me Black Excellence Funeral, and it needed a trigger warning. There were several things that I was just like, yeah, girl, but we gonna talk about it, child. Start from the top. Roddy Ricch, Stick in the Box, all of his songs. I'm a big fan of Roddy Ricch. I like Roddy Ricch. I've been listening to his album. Yeah, surprisingly, because y'all know I don't listen to music that much. But I liked it. I liked some. There's a couple of songs like, okay, Roddy. Performance was lackluster. But I don't expect much when it comes to men. Or rappers, male rappers, when it comes to their performances, they just don't do anything. He was in the car, moved here, was on the piano, lip syncing for his dear life. Had the dark skinned woman dancing, girl, which was kind of ironic considering some stuff that he said about black women. But woo, let's move on. The BET Awards tried to give us a political revolutionary aesthetic, and it was lacking some things. And I'm just gonna be a little bit all over the place. I'm gonna get right to it. The baby and the knee thing, his performance with the cop and his on the knee, with the cop on the cop's knee on him. I didn't like it, and I will show a picture of it, but I'm not even showing the image. We have seen enough of that to be whatever. And I don't want to see any of that. I don't need to see any more trauma. I literally, like millions of us actually saw a black man. This is not the first time to lose his life. And it's just like, I don't want to re-see that image. I don't. That is triggering, that is traumatizing. There's nothing revolutionary about recreating that. And I don't know why folks keep thinking that. I loved how Megan Thee Stallion did her performance. And she was in her Power Ranger villain outfit, Mad Max tees. Loved it. Megan Thee Stallion did it. Like, the women brought it. I'm just gonna go all over the place. The women brought it tonight. The women did everything. Chloe and Halle served for dear life. Hips were tick-tocking when they were dancing, folks, especially Homegirl and Leather. I can't tell the difference because I just don't be following them, but I do like, do it. I do like the song. But sis was tick-tocking when she danced. Loved it. And it's just like, the girls were just bringing it home. And then you got boring Roddy Ricch over here playing on the Casio keyboard and lip syncing for dear life high on this plane, because I think he got album of the year. It's just like, he didn't bring anything. But his album, his songs are cute, but it's just like he didn't bring anything. Oh girl, his performances were very dry. The only male performer, there were a couple of male performers who gave me life. And there was Sir and I think D Smooth, if I'm not mistaken, was that his name? D Smoke, I'm sorry. D Smoke and Sir performance was great. Loved it. I don't want to continuously see images of folks in police gear, riot gear, or whatever. We've seen enough of that. And people want to ask and say, well, what do y'all want these folks to do? What do y'all want artists and stuff to do? What do y'all want them to do? There's no way really to, it's no way for y'all really to do it because y'all making profit off of it at the end of the day. Like, it's y'all commercializing this movement, and it just looks corny and cringy. It just looks like y'all got these folks walking. Like what's the purpose of it? Y'all sitting on top of burning cars, and then it's funny because ain't none of y'all gonna be about their life. None of y'all. I don't want to see any artists stand on top of police cars doing all that, because I know y'all not gonna be in the streets actually about their life. I know y'all not. Y'all might bail some folks out of jail and, you know, or do whatever, a couple of retweets and stuff. But y'all ain't out here doing that. And I think some of y'all are afraid that with us doing this and taking power back, that we're gonna actually take it back from y'all, because a lot of celebrities are hoarding wealth as well. That's a bigger conversation. We talked about that in the middle. I cannot wait to put that episode out, girl. Some of y'all gonna be shook because we got into some things. But I just don't think it was necessary for DaBaby to do the police knee on his neck. He could have spoke. I love the song. Like when I turned to didn't look at the visuals, I just listened to the song. It was a good song. Roddy Ricch, they both was good, but Dad just wasn't here for it. D Smoking Sir did a good job. Who else? Wayne Brady doing the Little Richard tribute. I know he tooted fruiting in his casket and his grave, because baby, that was like Wayne Brady did okay, but it was just like, what? It was giving very much Instagram skit realness, and not even current Instagram skits like 6-7 years ago. It just was giving me. I think Little Richard deserved better than that. Masego, she might quit. I was like, okay. He was playing this little saxophone. He was singing, ooh, da. Girl, he was giving the vibes. He had the poison ivy realness in the background. Vines and stuff was coming out. Come on. As I told Lady Freeze as I pulled her plug, this is a one-man show, girl. Come on, get into it, because Masego was over there getting it. I don't know why I want to call him Fago, but he did quench our thirst. Let's talk about this black excellence mess that gets on my everlasting nerves that BET loves to do. First of all, BET, blackity black. Girl, y'all ain't been black on. Viacom bought y'all out back, 2001 for like a couple of $1 billion in the early 2000s. BET has not been black owned in almost 20 years. It is not black owned. It is Bob Johnson sold BET to Viacom for a couple of $1 billion. Like, it's kind of hard for us to say blackity black, all this stuff, and then it's owned by this white like thing. So it's like, don't get me wrong, BET did what it was supposed to do. It did, but I don't know if BET can continue to push out content that is revolutionary towards black folks under a white gaze. And as much as you put black folks on, slap black folks on, it's just still not going to get it. And I think that's why you're starting to see a lot of, smaller folks who are creating, content online are starting to excel, because they don't have to worry about that. Like, BET can only be just a little bit. Like, it's easy to get on here and preach and say that we're tired of, dying and all that, but it's just like, what are y'all offering? What is the solution? What is y'all offering black folks to do? And the easiest, the safest thing is to say, vote. Like, that's the safest thing that you all can offer, is vote. And don't get me wrong, I do think that voting does a little bit. I do think that voting does a little harm reduction. I know some folks don't like to hear that, but I think that voting cannot be the only solution, and it will not uplift us out of this. I don't think so. Like, I really don't think it's going to help us like that. I think she's gonna do a little cute stuff, make us feel good, give us something for the summertime, but that's it. No real change. And it's just like, girl, how long do we have to go forward before we start to see the fruits of voting? Because black folks are still being slain. Black folks are working bare minimum jobs, barely able to pay the bills, and seeing Walmart out here and McDonald's to myself, they care about black lives while y'all sitting here paying y'all employees minimum wage. Like, McDonald's and Walmart employs millions, well, hundreds of thousands of black folks, and y'all ain't paying them no decent wage. You might move one up to shift lead or manager, but y'all ain't paying them enough money. But it's just all pomp and circumstance. Like, yeah, we care about black lives, but then I'm going into this McDonald's up the street and find out that y'all paying these workers $8 an hour, and then don't even want to give them no health insurance benefits. Like, the most y'all giving them is 50% off their food at work. And Walmart too, like, girl, we ain't gonna give y'all we ain't gonna offer all y'all these good things and no extra money, but we'll give y'all a goodie bag with some Snickers and lollipops and shit in it. Girl, I can't deal. Moving on to other stuff. Tracy Ellis Ross and her baby hairs, baby, them hoes was playing Snake on a Nokia phone. Girl, they were moving all on her forehead. Tracy's outfit was gorgeous. I just thought her baby hairs were just so good. She had the thing drawn, girl. Listen, she would give me better booties. Tracy Ellis Ross, I don't even know what she was talking about. I just know she's Tracy Ellis Ross. I liked her outfit. I was admiring her baby hairs. That's about it. Who else is to talk about? Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's performance, tribute for Kobe Bryant, and he's on some Black Lives Matter, and Lil Wayne be tap dancing with them two pieces of dreads left in front of these white audiences talking about some, this stuff ain't it and all that. It's like, girl, like, I can't take it. I can't take it serious. We finally get some trans representation on BET. And how did we get it? In the form of trans women talking about trans women being dead and killed. That's the representation that we got. BET, y'all don't care about the LGBTQ plus community, y'all don't. BET does not care about trans folks. BET don't care. Like, BET gives me conservative, want to be progressive realness. I really want to know, honestly, I'm gonna drag it a little bit. I want to honestly know, how old are these folks that are in y'all's vicinity and stuff? How old are these people? Because Amanda's skits, that shit was the wackest. Some of them skits were whack. Like, who came up with these? Like, who wrote these? There are so... BET can be taking advantage of so many young black creators that are out here taking their phones and creating content, like doing stuff, driving conversations and all that. And BET is not reaching out. Like, what is going on? If BET in the 90s and the 80s, well, whatever, if the old BET had access to all these creative black folks on social media, they would have shows on there. I feel like it. But girl, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all scared, and it's like y'all have not talked about polls. Y'all have not given these trans folks any type of anything. But I mean, it's not surprising considering what y'all did to B. Scott years ago. So it's just like when BET talking about some all black lives and black lives, it's just like, girl, really? Where is it? Where are they? I want to find it. I just don't see it. I'm just not moved by BET. I'm not moved by BET at all. The commercials. Girl, listen, BET having commercials was anti-black. That's my thoughts on the matter. BET had these very strong commercials of blackness and all this other stuff, and this, oh my gosh, it was just like, it was just overkill. It was overkill. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind BET having these conversations and doing this, but y'all can't be doing it when it's convenient for y'all. Like, y'all should have BET should have had something. You can't come out here and talk about some Team Summit. BET needs to be having a show or something that's dedicated to like the real type of situation where you got black folks sitting at a round table talking. There are several shows on YouTube, several creators, several content creators who do this with nothing. And BET, y'all not tapping these folks. Who is y'all marketing folks? Who are these folks, the creative director? What is going on? Like, girl, we need to talk. Like, what's the tea? Y'all can only play Baby Boy so many times. Like, oh my gosh. What else was it? The commercials, just like, oh my God, the commercials were getting on my everlasting nerves. I was just like, oh my God, Jesus. And y'all had the first black valedictorian from Princeton on there. Girl, it was giving me, yes, we can wear the master suit. We can do this. Look how we overcome it. Even though we can do it, like, look, we sit at their table. And it's just like, that's not going to give black liberation. It's just not. So stop trying to take this black liberation aesthetic. Like, y'all are just for sitting at the table with the white folks. And then the folks who sit at the table with the white folks, they all cis hetero folks. Like, y'all barely got any queer folks. Y'all ain't got nobody sitting at the table other than folks like y'all. So what movement is y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all getting on cars, police car that burnt up, and y'all talking about this and that. Like, girl, what are y'all saying? Y'all ain't saying shit. Y'all the same ones sitting here saying, oh, these folks gonna be our president forever. Obama gonna be our president forever. This and that. It's like, girl, like, can y'all keep up? Can y'all keep up? Like, come on. Like, oh my God. It's just, ooh, girl, I cannot deal, honey. The girls was dragging Alicia Keys. Consider her vocals were flat. Honestly, when Alicia Keys be singing right now, I move on. I be in another dimension. Probably where her vocals are at. But somebody made a joke and said, anytime Alicia Keys breathe, folks say she flat. I wouldn't be surprised. They do be on Homegirl bad, but I think her performance was decent. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was that bad, but you know, I'm not a vocalist, so I really can't tell y'all too much. But I was just so amazed and moved by Megan Thee Stallion's performance, and everybody had a mask. It was everything. Chloe and Halle, everything. Marsai Martin, I knew I said it correctly, but Marsai Martin announced the award for Megan Thee Stallion, I think for Best Female Hip Hop something. And people were making jokes about her hair and all of that, and I was just like, girl, this girl's like 15 years old, like, stop. Now, the wig, I don't know if it was a wig or her, you know, I noticed it. That's all I'm gonna say. I noticed it. But I'm not gonna get on social media and like drag no 15-year-old for her wig or her hair choice. I ain't gonna do that. I just thought that was very tired and late. And a couple of folks did that, and she clapped back, and I think she clapped back. She did a video of her sneezing in a $100 bill or whatever. I'm not sure if somebody said she came out and apologized after doing it or whatever. But that was her response to folks making jokes about her. I wasn't here for the sneezing in the $100 bill. I'm just not here for the responding to people and saying, well, I got more money than you. That's not a read. It's poor taste. It's trash. Stop doing it. Folks are out here struggling. Folks ain't even did nothing. Now, why am I in it? Now, see how I get dragged and everything? Like, poor folks exist that have never said anything about Marsai Martin. Not saying she's the only one, but it's a lot of celebrities who do that. Well, I got more money. If anything, I would say, girl, I ain't got time for this. I'm busy. I got things going on. I'm out here doing some work, honey. I ain't got time. But, you know, the sneezing and money and throwing up dollar signs in folks' face, it's a mess. But she's 15 years old, so, I mean, like, she's 15 years old, so I'm not going to be judging her based off of 20, 30-year-old folks. But some people did mention and say that she started doing it at 15. How is it going to be when she gets older? So I just want to be careful of how we are responding to folks and saying you ain't got no money. I just think it's a late read, and this guillotine tease over here for me. So BET waits the last minute to give Beyonce the Humanitarian Award. And it's funny that I'm actually waiting to the end of this video to talk about it. But it's not on purpose at all. I just honestly forgot about it. BT gives Beyonce the Humanitarian Award. They show a lot of footage from over the years of Beyonce and her Be Good, donating, helping folks, especially during COVID-19 and the pandemic. Like, sis is out here, you know, providing them funds. I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all this. Millionaires should not exist. I am anti all of that. I've been saying that for quite a long time, so Beyonce is not excluded. She should be giving her damn money out. She should be redistributing her wealth. That's just that on that. I'm not giving accolades to rich folks for redistributing their wealth. They should be. You're hoarding on wealth. Y'all talk about it. Give it to these poor folks. That's the least you can do, it to write off on your taxes. So yes, it's a cute award, but BET only used this to get folks to pay attention and watch the show. That's why they waited to the last minute to give it to us. That's why they kept, you know, putting the hints out. So Beyonce, being the capitalist that she is, used this as a moment to promote her new documentary or whatever she wants to call it. I'm not sure what it would be. I think it would be considered a documentary or film. It's something like I don't know what to call it. But it's going to be on Disney Plus, and it's coming out the end of July. So it'll be like July the 30th or whatever. Girl, it's gonna be interesting. It's a lot of stuff in there, folks. I've been talking, and what's funny about this is when we recorded in the middle, we talked about Beyonce and this African aesthetic stuff. We recorded that video last Monday, and the second part of it I have not released yet, but I think I'm going to release it tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned, because some of the stuff that we said we recorded last week, are gonna come like really focused for this. Yes, but you know, I think I'm gonna check it out to see what it is and report back to y'all and tell y'all how I feel about it. Hollering Hudson, she came out and song Sound Beautiful. You know, she got her trailer coming out for RESP's ECT something. The movie for Aretha Franklin. And I did not realize there are 2 Aretha Franklin movies coming out at the end of this year. One by Cynthia Erivo, that she's going to be playing Aretha Franklin, and then the other one with Jennifer Hudson. I don't know why Cynthia Erivo keeps playing Black Americans. I ain't here for that. I'm not here for that. I'm just not. I don't care what I'm just not here for that. Somebody who's Black in America should be playing that. It should not be her. But these folks taking on jobs, they want money and all that other stuff. It's just, girl, like how many more? Like Jesus Christ. But it is what it is. Girl, I don't think none of us is gonna be running to any movies anytime soon. So y'all might as well drop it on Netflix or Disney Plus or any other thing. Like, girl, y'all trying to hold on to this stuff to make billions of dollars or millions of dollars. I'm talking about Wonder Woman 2, all these movies. Like, girl, y'all might as well put that on the thing for us to watch it for 2 days, because ain't nobody finna run into no movie theater, especially these folks talking about they ain't got to wear no mask to come in. So the BET Awards, she gave us something cute, something fun for the summertime. But it gave us a Black excellence funeral, like I told y'all. It was very, very like heavy on the sleeves, heavy. It was very, very heavy. I think that Amanda did a decent job, and I'm just giving her that just because she's been talking about some stuff. But it was very, very corny. The sound and where she was recording that was terrible. She was reading the teleprompter, and the teleprompter, it looked like she was looking down. It was just, oh my gosh, I was just looking at it from a creative standpoint. I was just like, Jesus, we could have did a better job. Now, her outfits and stuff was serving, but the jokes were hitting flat. The jokes were flat. They were just corny and whack. They were just not it. Girl, I would have liked the more home feel. Some folks said Cedar's World should have did it. I don't know if that would actually be a bad idea. But the BET Awards 2020, tell me how y'all felt about it, how y'all felt about my review, honey. Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'll talk y'all later on tonight. Bye.